Hey, 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 everybody. It is time for TLDR with Ella and Eden. Have you missed us? Have you missed us? I hope that you have, because Eden, I missed you.
I was going to say, I miss you, and I miss doing this with you. Even though we only missed one scheduled show, it feels like far too long.
Right? Really? It's so true. It's so true. Before we get ahead of ourselves, first of all, this is TLDR with Eden and Ella, and we are doing a very short show on lighting today. If you're here with us in the live, give us a hashtag live. If you're here with us in the replay, give us a hashtag replay. And if you want to know when we're doing TLDR or the business breakout, the shows from Beyond Virtual Events, then let me know. Go ahead and get that reminder, and we'll let you know everything that's happening. But yes, this is TLDR with Ella and Eden, and we're talking about lighting today. Today, I feel like I'm very pink all around. So
that's the effect that you are going for. It is a vibe, I would say.
It's a vibe.
A pink vibe, and it's very friendly and it's very feminine, which I think is great. I don't know if it's what you're going for, but it gives off a very strong, positive feminine energy, and it makes you feel approachable, but also like no nonsense.
Right? This is so what Eden is saying, like, this is so important when it comes to lighting. So we were talking about, what are really the major aspects when it comes to lighting, especially for virtual presentations, because this is where we're all at right now, right? Whether you're in sales, whether you are in HR, whether you are a coach, a consultant, and you are online, lighting is absolutely key. And as Eden just said, lighting helps you to basically look like you're the authority on screen, right?
Yeah. I mean, think about if you didn't have any lighting. First of all, people would not be able to see you. It doesn't matter how great of a camera you have. If you have no lighting, you are going to come out looking grainy. You're going to come out looking just grainy and staticky, like a 1970s television. And these days, there have been studies shown where the crisper, the clearer you look on video makes people perceive you as more authoritative. This goes for audio too, but we're talking about lighting and video today. So if people can't see you, no matter how good the information is that you're delivering, people are just not going to pay attention.
Look, now, Eden, you and I have both seen this. The people that look like they are on the run from the law with lighting that's too dark. Like, tell us in the comments, have you seen it? Because we know you've seen it. Let us know in the comments. Give us a yes, we've seen it. Yes, I've seen it in the comments. If you have seen those people that literally look like they are in the witness protection program because their lighting is so dark. And they're the ones supposed to be presenting to you.
Exactly. Think about how it feels when you show up to a meeting and you can't even see the other person clearly. I feel like that just automatically kills the vibe of like wanting to work with this person. Obviously, this is a little bit different if it's like a team situation, but still, if your team manager shows up to a meeting and you can't really see their face, are you going to really pay attention to them? Do they really seem like they know what they're talking about? Because if I can't see you, you might as well just not exist to me.
Right? That part specifically. So people talk about engagement all the time, right? And miss this key element when it comes to engaging your audience. Lighting is seriously a key factor in that. If you are not lit well, how in the world can anyone see you and engage with you? Because they can't see your face. They can't see what you're doing with your hands. They can't see where your eyes are looking. And thus, they are feeling a little more on edge. They're feeling a little more like this may be a sus situation. And these are things that go deep. They're the things that are on a subconscious level, because your audience is not going to say, your lighting is making me feel like I shouldn't trust you. It's the thing that's the unspoken. It's the, I don't know why I feel uneasy. I can't put my finger on it, but something doesn't feel right. It's your lights.
Yeah, it's your lights. And just think about, like, we have all heard of influencers and their ring lights, right? Why have we heard about these popular ring lights so much? It's not what I use, but that's not the point right now. The point is, ring lights got
That's
so
another platform for
popular.
another day.
Yeah, that's a whole other show on itself. But every single person out there doing content has a ring light. Why? Because you need to be able to see their face for them to deliver their messages.
Exactly, exactly. So, with all of those things in mind, thinking about making yourself look more professional, thinking about making yourself look like you're the authority on screen, thinking about helping you to create an engaging, inviting atmosphere, what are some key things that we can really think about when it comes to lighting? Because, Eden and I, obviously, maybe not obviously, I don't know what you're thinking, but Eden and I, because this is the life that we live, we have a distinct setup, right? We've got some pro lights here, but regardless of whether or not you have professional lighting and you've spent the money on professional lights, there are some easy things that you can keep in mind, that you need to keep in mind when it comes to your lighting setup. Even if you don't have a huge budget, there are things that you can do to make your life easy.
Y'all, Amazon. Just Amazon.com. There, over the last 2 or 3 years, there have been a zillion more lighting options pop up across all the price ranges. You can get a key light for $5.99. You can
Serious.
get a key light for $5.99.
You literally can. Clip that
There's
bad
no
boy.
excuse.
Look, I have, you know what? Hold on. I have, hold, please.
I was actually going to say me too.
Yes. This one is not $5, but it's similar, right?
Yeah.
They are small lights that you can get to clip onto your laptop, onto your phone in the right angle. That's another video for another day.
Yeah, and y'all, do not underestimate the size of this light. Look at how small it is. It is, I'll do the YouTuber thing. It is the size of my hand.
Right?
But this one single light, this is the same size light that I'm using to light my face right now. If I turn this off, look at what a difference that is. This is
Exactly.
one light that is this size. It is the exact same size.
Exactly. So basically, the point here that we're saying is to light up your face. You have to light up your face. Most of the time, when we see people in the not professional situation, they're sitting in front of a window. And I know you've heard this. You might have heard this. Maybe you haven't. We're going to say it again. Until we all get away from the window, it's sitting in front looking like we are on the witness protection program. Because that's basically what backlighting, because that's what that is. If you've got a window behind you, it's backlighting you, making you look like you are on the run from the law. And that's all we're thinking about.
Yeah, like it's not just having a single light that is pointed at your face, but just like Ella said, with windows, you have to think about the lights that are in your scene and your environment also.
Exactly.
And natural light is a light. When you are sitting with your back to the window and you think that it is lighting up the room well for you, the cameras are not able to pick up your face when there is so much light behind you.
Exactly.
So it is not just about, even if you have a light pointed at your face, those windows behind you with the beautiful sunlight that we all love so much is still going to destroy the quality of you on video.
Absolutely.
So always think about all of the lights in your scene, not just the one that's pointed at your face.
Exactly. And the thing is that proper lighting, whether it's expensive or cheap, can make the cheapest camera look amazing.
Yes, 100%, 100%. It is night and day different.
Night and day difference. You do not have to go out and buy an expensive camera or expensive lights to make what we're talking about for you today happen. So the other thing that we really want you to think about is your angles. Every angle is not the best angle. Now, Eden mentioned a key light, right? And we're both going to do it. We're going to play the game. We're going to turn off.
Do we feel like this is good lighting right now that I have going on? That
Wait.
I have this random light that's pointed up at my face?
Right? Do you love the halo effect that's happening behind me right now, making me look like I'm on a green screen, but it's all a lie? We're going to turn everything off. Okay, now here's Ella in the dark. In
And
the
here's Eden
absolute
in the dark.
right. In the absolute dark. Yours is much brighter in the dark than mine.
Oh, I'm cheating. I have backlights on. So I have a
Okay,
little
I'm
bit
going
of
to
ambient lighting going
right,
on.
which is something that you need to consider. So I'm going to turn my ambient light back on. Let's turn them back on. And because of the way that I have my room set up, I'm not as far away from my ambient light as Eden is from hers. So let's talk about angles first. Angles first, okay? Eden, I don't know how many lights you have on you. I've got two, and I'm turning the other one on. And right now, they're both set at the same consistency, but the angles of them are different. I've got one up a little higher than the other because I want to chisel my face.
Yes, that is exactly what I was gonna say. With the light that comes down from an upward angle, you get this nice shadow that just makes that jawline look so much more crisp. The face looks a little slimmer. So it is angles matter. You know, I don't know if you guys have heard of the term PhD in angles on the internet. So that's usually about people that are able to strategically position their camera to show off flattering angles of themselves. The same goes for lighting. The same goes for lighting. You also
Exactly.
have people sometimes that do the giant key lights right in front of their face, which eliminates all of the shadows, which actually is like,
Everything.
I call it a pancake face because it just feels like there's no depth. Like, do you see this tiny shadow by my nose and the shadow on this side of my cheek and jaw? It's strategic.
Exactly.
There's a chart of lighting. It's kind of like the phases of the moon that show like what the shadows look like at each different angle. And sort of the 45-degree angle creates the shadows that are perceived as like the best. By who I don't remember, but just that's what I remember from
Right.
seeing that chart.
Right. And those charts are really helpful. It's not that we'll maybe we'll find the chart and we'll put a little link to it. But here's the thing. Everything that we're talking with you about today, you do not have to have a PhD in. Just take these little steps, And in fact, because look, this is the TLDR. That means this is only a 15-minute show. So you get in, we're getting in and we're getting out with this information. With that in mind, let's do a little recap, shall we? We've got 3 steps to better lighting. First, we want you to think about lighting your face. Light your face. That means coming from the front of you, not backlighting behind you. The back is for our last point. And point number 2 is angle your light. It does not have to be directly in front of you. Play with where you put that light so that you create those beautiful shadows and make people believe that you might be slimmer than you are. I don't know what it is you're trying to highlight. And the last
is what she's saying.
right. And the last point is to consider ambient lighting. And how you do ambient lighting is going to be really relevant to your brand. My brand happens to be pink, which is why I've got pink and purple everywhere, right?
And it works, though. It works for you. I feel like, just like I said at the beginning, it sets the tone for who you are and the energy that you're bringing. It's like I said, it's a subconscious thing. I'm not sitting here breaking. I'm like, oh, the pink lighting coming from left and right, 45-degree angles. I'm not breaking it down like that. I just saw the way Ella had her lighting set up and was like, this is the vibe.
Exactly. So you guys, thank you so much for being with us. I can see that we've got a few people on here with us live. We are wrapping up right now. If you want to know when we're going live, make sure you get the reminders. Go to ellalive.in/remind. You'll get reminders for TLDR with Eden and Ella, and you'll get reminders for the Business Breakout, which is a show that you can be live in the audience of, like on screen. We have an on-screen audience. It's pretty fun.
I've done it before. It's very fun. It's very fun.
It is very fun.
you think of any topics that you just want to know a little bit of, feel free to drop them in the comments. We are doing TLDR to share bite-sized and actionable tips. So let us know what you have questions about so we can work them into our next show.
Exactly, exactly. Thank you so much for being with us here today. And we will be back in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
In 2 weeks with a TLDR on everything virtual and beyond. We'll see ya next time. Bye.